Hello, I want to make a video today about an old vintage kit. Got a few of them in. The old Cutlass Supreme new Mark II pattern. And had a tiger tail that was in here earlier, but that one's gone. Old D7. Man, this is a real old and ugly looking kit. But man, I ran across this thing. I looked online for about 2 hours. I could only find a couple of mentions about it and never any information. There was a company back in the 70s by the name of Pilot, not to be confused with Pilot RC like we've got today. But this was a Japan company, and this particular airframe is called the Shell Fly B type. Engine size was 30 to 40 size. And get the shot of the front of the box there. I know it's upside down, but the box is real neat. But this is one of the reasons, besides just the fact that it's just an obscure kit, and I couldn't find any information, I figured I'd share with you. So this is one of those kits. I've seen some come out of Italy. Had a beautiful Christian Eagle in here that had this plastic covering on it. This is like a molded high density plastic. At first I thought this was more like a robust monocoat, the white part, but it too is a thin plastic sheathing that goes over the model. And this is a foam core. It's got like a basswood trailing edge for the elevator. There's not much for directions, and what you do see is in Japanese. It's in black and white, obviously. A Shell Fly B type model. So this is a 1300 millimeter wingspan and about 1000 millimeter long, and a 3 or 4 channel. It's got a pretty simple, how to assemble and snap together, but not a lot of information, and most of the information that is on here is in Japanese. So the main wing, too, just like the elevator, is built the same way. It's got the end caps on it. The leading edge has got the real thick coating on it, and this is a foam core wing, and there's that basswood trailing edge, and they put a harder coating over the back side of this as well. And I'm not sure if this will translate to video real well, but there's also some hardwood in there for mounting your gear wire. Now, this is the fuse, and it's got that cool 70s look to it, and the finishes on these are just so righteous, man. They really do look good. Of course, if it has a problem with gravity, it's going to be a bear to repair. This is a rubber band mounted wing. You're going to have a couple of mounts that would go through all the way. The canopy does not come off. Let's see. There's some plywood and formers up inside. See if I can turn this over. This is all hard to do single-handed. Kind of dig the hardware, and see the way they have the control horn that comes through from the back side, and these are brass pin hinges, It gives you almost a full 45 reflection. Let's see here. Upper and lower wing protectors to protect it from rubber bands. And this is the factory sealed bag from Pilot with all the hardware in it. You can see the brass hinges and the gear bent wire. And there's also a little bitty bottle of what used to be something. The lid's off, but there's a sealed cap in it. But it's completely empty, and there's no remnants inside the bag at all. And I can't find any stains or anything in the box of this thing leaking. So I don't know if that's just some air from Japan, or I think it was probably a solvent or a thin glue, thin enough to disappear. But just because of simple fact that it's really an obscure vintage plane, I thought that I would do a little video on it in case somebody else is looking, since we looked for a couple hours for information and just couldn't find anything but a couple of mentions, and I think there was somebody asking about it on RC groups, but I never could find any specs or anybody that's flown it. There's a lot of Pilot ARFs out there, but I've never seen the shell fly B-type. Hopefully this video will be of some interest to somebody. Y'all have a good day.